Coming up next, I review Dolce & Gabbana's classic Velvet Desert Oud. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody, and this is Joel the Nose. Today I'm going to do a review of a designer fragrance, and for those of you who watch my videos, I don't do a ton of designer fragrances. Most of mine are niche, but this is a very cool one review for me because I'm reviewing Velvet Desert Oud, and this is the bottle from Dolce & Gabbana. The heart, by the way, is not on the normal bottle. This was given to me by a very dear friend of mine. And this is the bottles that they come in, 50 milliliter bottle. This is from Dolce & Gabbana's private label collection. So this is like, their upper tier. This is not cheap. 50 ml bottle retails for about $225. It's very popular if you go online to like Nordstrom or even Neiman Marcus and some other places. It's sold out. You can't even get it. So hard to find, hard to get. And one of the reasons I was trying to figure out why this isn't reviewed a ton, considering its popularity and how much people love this. And so there's not a ton of YouTube reviewers from like the mainstream YouTube community. So very happy to get my hands on this. And this is actually my bottle. I will prize this bottle. Again, 50 milliliter bottle. It's kind of like a darkish brown color. Very neat. It's got like a gold. In gold it has the name of the fragrance and obviously Dolce & Gabbana. The cap, you can see, says Dolce & Gabbana. Okay, and it has actually velvet from this velvet collection that it's part of, runs around the cap. So, very cool. All right. And again, this is from their Velvet private label collection, which is more expensive. I think it was created to kind of go head to head with the Tom Ford private label. And so, it's a little bit up there in the stratosphere in prices, but let's see what it is. Again, Dolce & Gabbana, this came out in 2013. Dolce & Gabbana, the Italian fashion house. It's classified as a woody, spicy fragrance. It's an eau de parfum. It is unisex. On Fragrantica, this gets a whopping 4.41 rating. So I can't remember a fragrance that I've reviewed in the last probably 3 or 4 months that had a rating this high. So it's universally well received, at least from the Fragrantica community. How do they describe it on the site? Very kind of cool concept. A couple things they say is that this basically encapsulates the mystical conquest of the desert. And another thing they talk about is nothing is more exciting than the chase. So, this comes across as something that's kind of, the desert and the chase and being out there in conquest and trying to find and conquer. So the nose behind this, by the way, Alberto Morillas, again, of most recently creating Office and Date for Men from Jeremy Fragrance, but CK1, Acqua di Gio, and 300 other fragrances that are on the market. So this guy is one of the most prolific perfumers of all time. Okay, as I said, you saw the bottle. The bottle's very cool. I like it. It's simple, it's elegant, and the velvet, nice touch. Let's actually let me read the notes to you, and then I will do a spray and give you my review. At the top, it's very simply listed as incense. At the heart, you have oud and amber, and at the base, musk. So there's not a lot as far as what all the extra components are out there. But when you see that description, you think, okay, this is going to be something that's going to be rather simple, not overly complex, possibly linear as far as the composition. But let's see. I have been wearing this all day, by the way, to let you know. I've sprayed on the back of my hand, left hand, either side of my neck, insides of my elbows, and back of my neck. I'm going to spray, just so I give it a fresh spray right here on the inside of my wrist, just so you can see the atomizers. So see it spray. Atomizer is very nice. It gives I would say a medium, not overtly big puff, and not a super jet. It's kind of in the middle as far as atomizers go. And let's give it a quick whiff. So my first impression on this is luxurious. This is something that I picture coming from Dolce & Gabbana. You know, they are one of the high-end fashion retailers here in Miami. They have stores at the most high-end places like Bal Harbor. There's a store in the Design District. These are the, you know, the upper level, the Pradas, the Gucci's, the Tom Ford, you know, the Hermes, all those type of stores. That's what, you know, they're in that realm. And this screams luxury. It is warm but dry. It's spicy and creamy. It's got a little bit of a leather smell going on. This is definitely a leather scent for me. But there's also something, a little touch of fruitiness at the top. And to me, that's kind of, I don't know what the note is because it's not listed, but to me, it comes across a little bit like saffron. It's very round and soft. And you can definitely, for me, on my nose, I also get a touch of the oud coming through it at the beginning. To me, this is a fragrance for a person who's scared of oud. This is going to be a wonderful fragrance for you if you want to put the money in to buy this or try it. Super elegant, refined. This is something you wear a black tie event, dressed in a tux, a black tie, a fine suit, an exquisite event or party to go to. This is something you would wear. This would be, I think, a great date fragrance, a great nighttime fragrance. And it's so, again, it's so rich and luxuriant. It's, I would say, slightly more masculine. It is definitely unisex, but to me it's a little bit more masculine, although that saffron, or I say saffron, that little touch of sweetness that is there does, I think, lend to a little bit more also feminine. So this is a very nice, down-the-line unisex fragrance. I think it would smell yummy, yummy, yummy on a woman. I'd love to smell this on her. But I'm going to wear this, I can tell you, all the time. I love this so far. This is the type of fragrance that reacts very well with my skin chemistry. Anything with incense and that is warm, it just comes across as my skin, on my skin, very, very well. And so that kind of incense, that frankincense, that's, warmth, yummy, yummy. And it's, after about an hour, it gets a little slightly smoky. Again, it's also still leathery. It's almost like a cedar charcoal effect. And I picture it, again, because they talk about this being in the desert, the chase. I picture walking into the desert in Egypt, into an old pyramid, and you walk into the depths of the hallways, and you get back, and you get into like a crypt where maybe a pharaoh was kept, and you smell everything that's in there. That's what this smells like to me. It's so wonderful. It's so cool. It's not, again, overtly complex. It's just beautiful and simple and elegant, like a fine Dolce & Gabbana suit, okay? This would pair very well with one of their just simple Italian classic suits. I would, after about 2 hours, this kind of fruity saffron element kind of fades away, and it's still projecting very well at the 2 hour mark. In fact, I got about 3.5 hours of good projection on this, and on longevity, I got between 8 and 9 hours. So you're going to get a full day's wear out of this. You're going to get good projection for 3 to 4 hours. At least I did on my skin. And again, I'm going to say, kind of like I suspected from reading the notes, this is going to be a rather linear scent, but it's not pure linear because, again, it starts out a little bit sweet and kind of fruity, whatever that saffron or element or whatever it is at the top, and that's gone by the middle or end, although it's not totally gone. It's still there, a hint of it, so it keeps it unisex and allows it to be feminine, but it's also masculine. Again, I think depending on your skin and your chemistry, whether you're male or female, those elements are going to be, come out more on your skin. So very, very well job blending with this fragrance. The reason why I say that, I blend my own fragrances as I'm trying to learn more to become a better reviewer. So I'm blending all the time. And so I'm learning the skill of that. And I know how difficult it is. So when I smell it in something, it's nice. And that's about it. Just looking at my notes, making sure I didn't miss anything. Again, as the dry down comes, I would say it becomes this warm, amber, musky, just, again, elegant scent. So there you have it. Okay, Velvet Desert Oud. Comments, please. Love to hear what you think, whether you've smelled this before, what do you think about the price. Obviously, it is pricey. You know, I said 225, or it's actually, $275. Let me correct myself. $275 retail at Harrods. The other places it was sold out. So, you know, you're looking probably at least around $250 for this thing for 50 ml. So this is not cheap. This is something you're going to put in your collection and you're going to want to bring out, I think, for special occasions. Just my 2 cents. If you have subscribed, I thank you very much for doing so. If you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. You know, I really, really, truly appreciate, you know, those that have done it. And I appreciate all you that are taking the time to watch this video. It means a lot to me, and it keeps me going and energized. You can ring the bell for notifications, and you can like the video if you found it, you know, useful or valuable or entertaining in any way. This is Joel the Nose. I will be back with another video shortly. Thank you again for watching, and have a great, great day.